Hello and welcome back to my Terraria Let's Play. Okay, so some things have definitely happened again as usual off camera. So couple of quick things. First and foremost, you can see that I've kind of changed the base layout just a tad. Put like the ultra white or like ultra bright torches up. So that's one thing we've done. All right, so I'm going to try to skip through a lot of stuff here relatively quickly because we've got an interesting plan today. See if we can get through it all. I made the Terra Blade. That's huge damage boost, and it acts as both melee and range. So here's how we do it. I could have actually done this. I could have gotten a couple of upgrades a little earlier, but I kind of forgot about it. You take a regular Knight's Edge, you add Souls of Sight, Might, and Fright, and you get the True Knight's Edge, which is pretty awesome. This is what it looks like, which is actually quite good because it gives you both melee and range, right? Then you can, once you get the chlorophyte bars, you can take the Excalibur and the 24 chlorophyte bars, and you can make the true Excalibur, which is what that looks like, right? And then you combine the true Excalibur with the true Knight's Edge and the broken hero sword. You have to have Mothra kill for that, which means you have to be a certain progression point, and then you can make the Terra Blade. And mine is, of course, legendary. I just kept doing it till I got legendary, which, again, cost quite a bit of money. And this is what it looks like. This thing is absolutely ridiculous damage-wise. So, really good stuff. So that's one upgrade that we have. I'll be using this more and more relative to our Superstar Shooter, which is still an amazing weapon, but for the most part, I'll probably be using that now. And then we still have this as well for when we need it. Okay. What is next? Let's take a look here. So I did farm Plantera off camera. I still don't have the trophy, but here's all the other loot that I was able to get. One of the main things being the temple key. You have to have the temple key in order to enter the jungle legitimately. I mean, there may have been exploits back in the day, but at this point, you just get the temple key and then you can go right in. Okay, this is actually really powerful. The flower power. It's one of those, what do they call it? Like a flail weapon. It's cool, but not my favorite. The Seedler. This is a material for the ultimate weapon at the very end, the sword. Then we've got range. We've got the grenade launcher. We've got, I just happened to get an Unreal, which is the top roll for the Venus Magnum. Then we go into magic damages. You've got your Wasp gun, which is similar to the Bee gun. We have our Leaf Blower, which is also magic damage. And we have our Nettle Burst. This is similar to weapons we got really early. It's just an upgraded version of it. And this also, you can see, ignores 10 points of enemy defense, which is pretty cool. This is one of your summon weapons. It summons little pygmies that run around and kill for you. You get rockets. And then this used to be the super ultra mega rare drop, but now, if you're in the mode where you can get bags, and once you get 3 of them, you can just spam open them, you can get the axe pretty good. It's not nearly as amazing as it used to be, but I don't know if they nerfed this or not, but it used to be ridiculously rare. I farmed hundreds of Plantera and never got it in before journey mode was a thing. So anyways, that's that drop. And then of course you got the mask, you got the spore sack, thorn hook. I went ahead and just upgraded. Did I put that in there? Yeah, thorn hook, that is correct. Okay. You got a seedling, which summons a pet sapling, and then you've got, this is the master mode drop. This took multiple kills before I got it, the Plantera seedling, which if you want to see, this is what it looks like. I have to turn it on, though. I normally keep these off because it's just more, yeah, it's just a little bro that runs around behind you. We'll keep it on for now, but it'll probably annoy me, and I'll get rid of it at some point. Okay. So that's that part. Again, we have to have the temple key, which I have right here, because hopefully we're going to the temple today. We'll see how that pans out here, but I believe that's the plan. I don't know if we'll actually get to Golem or not, but here's hoping. All right, now, I did some of the monotonous dungeon grinding off camera because it's pretty challenging stuff. I'm going to show you the loot, and then I'm going to show you how I do the farming. So the dungeon loot, there's an absolute ton of this stuff, so I'm going to try to go through it relatively quickly. Okay, so we've got the black belt, the tabby, the paladin shield, and the scope. All right, so these are, and you can see a lot of these, pretty much all of them say material. These are the accessory drops. Then you've got, this drops off the paladin, This is a really powerful, like, it's kind of like a boomerang type weapon, but it's really, really good. And a key brand. I just happened to get a legendary version. Pretty nice sword. Then you've got your ranged. This is a sniper rifle, so one shot, but you can really, like, when you build for a ranger build, I've seen this as high as like 450 range damage, so that's really good. You get the rocket launcher, which is really awesome. I'm not going to shoot that here. Tactical, I just happened to get an Unreal tactical shotgun. It shoots multiple shots of whatever, you know, gun ammo you have, which is, it used to be really, really powerful. And remember, that's 38 per bullet, so times 5 or 6, that can stack quite quickly. And then you have your magic stuff, which is like the demonic fork. You'll see guys that are doing this to us in the dungeon. This is one of my favorites. If you're going magic, this is so awesome. Really cool weapon there. And then this is like the opposite of that. It hits everything in like arcs and stuff, but you can't really see because there's no enemies here, so it's also pretty powerful. Then you have, again, just happen to get a legendary version of this. This is summon damage, 12% crit. Your summons will focus, you know, attack. This is just like all of the whips, except it's a much stronger version. Alright. The dungeon is, after you kill Planetara, you can get ectoplasm. You do one of these and 2 chlorophyte bars, and you get specter armor. So we'll get into that here in just a second. I also got a bone feather, made the bone wings. For some reason, I didn't have a bone wand, so I went ahead and got that too. And whisk in a bottle, wisp in a bottle. That's just much higher light, so I actually have that equipped right now. All right. In order to make this stuff, you have to have the auto hammer, which you get from your little mushroom guy. Up in our case, it's Truffle, I think is his name. Up here. Yeah, it's the Truffle. The name will be different. But anyways, after Planetara, you can buy this. That's what you see right here. And so I was able to make the Spectre blades. I'm sorry, the Spectre bars. I was also able to make the wings. This is the magic set I was saying was really quite good. So you got the Spectre hood, the Spectre robe, the Spectre pants, and then this one, you can see that if you put this hood on instead, you get reduced mana cost and increased magic damage. This one you have to actually put it on. I'm going to go ahead and equip this real quick just to show you what it says for the bonuses. Magic damage done to enemies heals the players with the lowest health. So this, you can see the defense is significantly lower, but you can heal off of it. Whereas if you put this one on, then all of a sudden you see set bonus magic done will hurt extra nearby enemies, so it's kind of like a little AoE thing. Pretty cool stuff. I am going to keep with what I currently have right now. We may experiment with this later. I'll probably save it until we get to the very end game, but in any event, you could potentially be running magic. You'll just be more squishy. So that's that. Okay, and then did we have anything over here? Yes. I also, God, there's so much to cover. I'm sorry. And this is just, I have to cover this stuff. So I got spider fangs off camera, which in turn made me be able to make the spider mask, the breastplate, and the greaves. I should have done this a lot earlier. This is something you can do basically right when you enter hard mode, and it's summon damage. You can also make the queen spider staff and the regular spider staff. The spider staff, these are little, if you have walls up, the little spiders will run up the walls, and they can do a lot of damage, so they're actually quite good. Poison Staff is just a drop, just like the Spider Fangs, and those are just in the normal spider biomes. And then I took the Spider Fangs, combined them with Dart Traps, and made Venom Traps, Venom Dart Traps. Our regular Poison Traps were ticking for 1 damage per tick, in addition to the normal hit that they do. Or like the normal, the impact, basically. Well, Venom Dart Traps tick for 15 health per second, so that's a huge upgrade. I also finally got a magic quiver off of one of the archers, the higher level archers, and then you can combine that with either the Putrid Scent or the Magma Stone, and this is what it gives you. So for anything with bows and stuff, or crossbows, you probably want these equipped as well. Okay. Now, I've done quite a lot of other stuff, so you can see there's a teleporter here. I set up a teleporting network of my own, so we can jump back and forth here, which I think is really cool. I'm going to show you a couple of the other things I've done. Down here, I built the way I would farm plants legitimately. As you can see, like these up here are ready to be harvested, so the ones with the little yellow there, the other ones are not. And if you do that with this guy, as you can see, it says increases alchemy plant collection when used to gather. So if you use that axe, you'll get even more of the drops per plant. These bloom at different times. So like when it's raining, you'll want to come get water leaf. When there's a blood moon, you'll want to come get your death block, or your whatever these are called, the biome, like corruption plants. Hell, I can't even remember what they're called now. But anyways, so I can't remember what triggers the fire bloom, but it might be the moon phase, and so on and so forth. You can play around with it, but that's how I would do it if you were actually trying to farm it legitimately. Okay, now let me show you a couple other things. We're going to come over to our jungle house, but I do need to mention we got... oh my gosh, we got a lot of new NPCs off camera. The princess just has a chance to spawn in once you have a certain number of NPCs. I've found a mystic slime in the jungle, and I used purification powder on it, similar to the tortured soul in the hell biome. And what that does is it gives you the mystic slime. Also, when you throw a party, you have a chance to get the cool slime, and he just happened to spawn while I was doing stuff as well. The zoologist finally sold me the bunny license, so I got the bunny as well. And the cyborg NPC also showed up. I don't remember if that was a thing when you guys were watching before, but anyways, that's pretty much that. You'll also notice I changed over to these guys for my summon damage. They're pretty good, and I put ruthless on here because that's the highest damage you can get on a summon damage weapon, as far as I know, because nothing matters other than damage. Again, that's how it used to be, anyways. Okay, now I also put in a teleporter here, and it goes straight to our little slime buddies, which is pretty neato. If you're wondering how that works, all you really have to do is run wires up here, one run to the teleporter, and then another to a switch, and then you do the exact same thing on the other side. That's about as basic as it gets, and it just cuts down on travel time, so pretty cool. So that's one of the ones I've done, and then let's see here. I know I've got a couple. We can, like for here, I couldn't get out. Well, I could just break the house, but I decided to put one in for down so we could get back down if we needed to. We can go back and forth. And then quickly I'll show here I put one in to go directly to where I want to farm in the dungeon. So this is how you would do it. I set up an area, and these guys are just way more powerful than the other stuff. So here's, like, as an example, Bone Lee, 3,000 health, but we can absolutely shred with this stuff. So this is how I was doing it, and you can turn up the spawn rate and you'll end up getting more loot than you know what to do with. That's a new guy. I didn't show you really all that well, but let's see. But anyways, I cleared out kind of a large area so that they would only come from one way. That's an armored blue whatever. You get a lot of these. I have all the buffs for these now because I fought these guys for a long time off camera. Again, I don't know how exciting it is to watch me farm this stuff, but I just was trying to save a little bit of time and go ahead and farm it off camera so we could move forward. You'll get some of the other versions of monsters as well, and if you really wanted to see what it was like, you can just boost the spawns. If you were doing this not in journey mode, you're going to want to have like a blue, like there you go, see, mythical magnet sphere. You want to have like a blue candle down, as well as take a battle potion, and that will boost your spawn rates. And as you can see with this weapon, it isn't that hard. It's a lot harder until you get this. But yeah, you can see we're getting the ectoplasm, we're getting all kinds of stuff. So, and as you can see, they hit pretty hard. There's a tabby that just dropped. So I'm going to assume you get the point. The only other thing I need to say about this is you want different biomes. Like this, the back wall is what determines what biome in the dungeon you're in, and depending on that, certain like enemy types will spawn. Like as an example, that sniper may not spawn unless you have both of these types, so you want to be close to both. You just want to make sure you have a little bit of both. But as you can see, it'll start getting a little scary. If you don't have this weapon, it's obviously going to be more challenging. But anyways, let's get out of here. Okay. I mean, in just doing that, look at this. We got another one of the morning stars. I'm going to get rid of it because I don't really need it. I don't really need this either. The tabby, whatever. Dungeon spirit, got that again. Okay. So that's that. trying to think if there was anything else. I feel like there was something. Oh, I know what it was. I also did, just for the sake of convenience, yeah, I put one here, and guess what? Bam, right down to the shimmer. Very cool stuff. So, I think it's pretty neat. And then just gives you kind of quick travel everywhere. So you can basically put that stuff wherever you want. Now, these are what the new traps look like, as you can see here. And you can see the color of the darts are different. I don't know the last time we used this, but they're doing pretty good. Obviously, this is not the highest end stuff. There's a whole tier above this that's in the temple, basically. But I went ahead. I should have done this a lot earlier, and I just didn't. So that was pretty stupid. That was my side, or my fault. Okay. I did want to show you the DPS of this stuff. Gosh, I hope we're going to have time for the temple. Alright, so just so you're aware, you can see up here, watch this. We're looking at, what, 7,000 DPS with that, if you're hitting that many targets, obviously. That's pretty insane. But also, to show off some of the other stuff, I just wanted to show you what this thing looks like when it's actually, like, being used. Close range, also pretty good. Look at that. Almost 10,000. Pretty insane. So, you know, don't just write it off just because you think, that's not that great. If you were in close quarters, that'd be insane. Also, I got pumpkins. You can buy that from the what is her name? The Dryad. At a certain point in the game, it'll let you do that. So, I went ahead and got those. I made furniture and, you know, the building blocks as well as like armor and stuff. You can do that really early if you're playing around Halloween. They just spawn down here, but like all over the place. I had to wait to get them, but anyways, that's that. Nothing super major. Okay, now what are we doing? Where are we going with this? I farmed the Blood Moon as well. I didn't even bother to mention that. Here are some of the wings I got. Oh god, there's so much. I made the turtle shell. The turtle armor with this. I forgot to mention that. I farmed the Blood Moon, and I finally got the Hemorrhax as well as the Dripple Crippler, which I haven't even scanned yet. I also farmed Truffle Worms. That's going to be used for Duke Fishron, that boss. That guy is really scary, so hopefully we'll survive it. Okay, and then what else? I think that covers everything. I mean, there's literally so much to cover, but I really want to get to... I want to, at the very least, get through the temple once. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. So let's see if that happens. Alright. Enough jibber-jabbering. I don't know if we'll be able to beat Golem. I hope we can, but we're going to have to survive this before we can do anything. So that's bad. Okay. Now, you'll see that I can't break this, so I'm going to have to just... I'm going to try to survive, but to be quite honest, I've already got murdered. So as you can see, I didn't buff up, which means I didn't see the traps. So that's a perfect example of why you need to buff up before you come in here. And of course I did that on purpose because I wanted to show you that this is no joke. Once you unlock that door though, you're good to go. You can come in whenever you want. So let's try this again. Totally was on purpose. Yeah, now you know how scary it is. So let's do this again, but only this time what we'll do is we'll buff up like we should be doing. Boom. And what we're going to do is you want to go kind of slow. What you can break are those. And that's what I should have done. Okay, and we need to get rid of that water too. So, okay, now. As long as you don't have that, you should be fine. Okay. Now we can break other stuff, but we're not gonna do it just yet. That's a little. Get rid of that so we don't get murdered. When you jump down like that, I want to make sure you get all these. Because like that, there's always... Like, if you really wanted to be a bit cheaty about it, you could be running around... Oh, no, they did block it. Okay, you used to be able to just do that and it would show everything, but they blocked that being shown, I guess. So that's actually kind of good. Now you'll see we're getting drops here as well, which is very important to the ball. So I'm gonna get rid of this. This is, because it's a small world, this temple is not going to be very big. That's a little disappointing because it means you don't get as many traps given to you for free. Okay, now. Wow, that's a lot. Whoa. This weapon is just so good. I don't think I'd come here until I got this, to be quite honest. Okay. This is a bit dangerous, so how are we going to do this? Alright, we'll do it like that for now. Okay, I missed that trap. Oops. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we got a chest here. We'll just loot all. I think you can actually break those. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, there's got to be a trigger. Yeah, there are two of them right here. Okay, let's get those. All right, we just completely disable everything. If you know what to look for, you're fine. But all you got to do is make one mistake, like I did, and you end up getting killed. These traps are really, really powerful. Okay. Wow, that was so fast. On medium and large worlds, you can get so much more out of it. As far as like how big the... Okay, that's bad. Let's go ahead and break that. Now, I have to make sure that all the traps are disarmed because... Look at this. Half of a chest spawned under this. That's not good. I guess we'll just loot all. Okay. Alright. Now, the first time you fight Golem, you have to do it in his biome. Okay? Like, right here, basically. Okay? So, oh my god, that's all the traps we got on the roof? Yikes. This is not a very big arena. I'm actually a little worried about this, because typically this goes up a lot further. This temple is really small. That's going to certainly affect whether I can beat the boss right here or not. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... What you want is you want a platform above him. They've buffed Golem or Golem a few times and like changed what he does a little bit over the time of Terraria here. So, well, first things first, we got to get... So this, by the way, solar tablets is how you spawn a solar eclipse manually, in case you were wondering. And these make the solar tablets. Let's see. I'm just going to try to clear up some of this. Yeah, I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to survive in this small of a space. But you know what? We'll give it a shot. Who knows? We'll either survive or we won't, right? Be as simple as that. The way you spawn him is you got to have these lizard power cells, which actually I'm going to go ahead and scan. The fact that I got 3 of them is really good. Let's go ahead and... Okay. Now I don't have to worry. If I die, I die. Who cares, right? But... Oh, another thing you definitely want to do is you want to block this door. You really don't want these guys coming in. I don't have anything to block them with. Okay. This is why normally I just keep a bunch of stuff on me, but... Okay, that's good. You don't want to get these guys adding to your area here. Alright, now, enough messing around. You know what? We're just going to YOLO this, but I am going to try to get a couple of things out here. So let's start with campfire. We'll put... for fun, let's just put one of these. We'll put... We need heart lantern. Again, I doubt this is going to matter that much, but you never know. All it takes is one or two things. It's what I normally put out for like my little arenas. We'll get a gnome for our luck. Okay, what else do we need? I mean, we're probably going to die, so we're probably going to need other stuff. So I'm trying to think of what else I would normally put out. Campfire, heart. I think that's it. At least for now, anyways. I can't break these bricks, so it's not like I can make this bigger. So we're basically stuck with what we have here. This is going to be pretty rough, if I had to guess. So I'll go ahead and scan that real quick, so we'll get that done. And that. Alright. Get that out of here. Get rid of that. Okay. Alright. It's nothing quite like the present, so again, what we'll do is I'm just going to reset all my buffs here. And we'll start all over. And we're just going to hope for the best, because like I said, this is a pretty tough fight, so... Alright. So what I do is you just try to avoid this used to be a joke, but I'm telling you, they did buff it at some point, so I mean, with this blade, it's actually not looking too bad, at least currently, but we'll see how long that lasts. Alright, now he's got his laser. Alright, maybe this is... I mean, you always think, oh, it's no problem, and then all of a sudden you get down to a lower phase like this. Okay, one heal, and we're already in trouble here. Maybe this was too high. Oh, no. I don't know. They definitely buffed him. This is not... I'm not feeling this. Oh my gosh. I did beat him. Wow, that's... Okay, well, great. That's surprising. I really wish I could use that. I just cannot do it. That's unfortunate. We did win somehow. That's a little sketchy. You can see how much life I lost, even at 600 health with all the armor. 92 armor, and I still almost died to that. So, what we have to break bricks is the pick. So, and I don't even think I can break this. No, I can't. All right. So if I don't get the pick, then I have to fight him here again. I'm going to do that off camera because it's a little sketchy. It's a little scary, but while we have a few minutes left, first let's do this. Let's scan the relic. I'll scan that. I should have probably typed in Golem, but okay, where's he at? Okay, let's just type in. That'll be easier. There it is. Alright, and let's go back to spawn. Obviously, we didn't get lucky. We didn't get the trophy that time, but I don't think his will be as hard since I can spawn him as much as I want, so I'll get that eventually. Let's quickly zip over to the dungeon, and let's see. Let's just see if we can now use our keys or not. This will be really interesting. I don't remember how far away this stuff is, so we're just gonna walk. Well, actually, let's use our map. Okay, good. That's not that bad. Alright, so we'll jump over here. We'll see if it lets us open. It's got to have something to do with either playing Terra or the other, right? Let's see. Yes. Okay, there it is. Oh, look at all that. Okay, so, Hydra, the Frost Hydra, that's a lot of summon damage. It's like a turret, though. Shadow Key, don't need any of that. No, 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 no. So we'll loot all, and then we'll take this chest. Cool. Okay, so at least we can get in here. What do we got for this one? Murderous Piranha Gun. Interesting. Okay. We don't need that. No, no. We'll take that and... Okay. Cool. You see how these guys are just falling on me now? That's scary. Okay. So that's 2. There's a sniper. Nice. Barbecue ribs. Very good. Very good. This Terrablade is so powerful. What do we get? Ooh, Godly Scourge of the Corruptor. Very cool. That's what it looks like, in case you're wondering. That's actually pretty good. Okay, but I don't want to get killed while I'm trying to do this, so... Okay, what do we need? Yes, no, 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 yes. Okay. Boom. Alright, so that's a couple of our biome chests. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, we finally did it. We finally used our keys. Now, obviously, I don't really need that. I'm going to go ahead and scan these chests just because they're cool. So we'll scan that one, that one, that one. And yeah, wow, okay. I'll have, so off camera, what I'll do is I will go ahead and farm Golem and try to get all the drops from him. Definitely need that specifically. So when we come back, sadly, we only had one episode where we had these dart traps as an upgrade, and then when we come back, I'll probably have all this redone. This will probably be gone because that's only for waiting this far out. But as you can see, yeah, I mean, those things are pretty strong. Of course, that's only a blue slime, so no big deal there. But in any event, yeah, this went pretty well. So I do hope... Oh, look. Oh, yeah, wait. Wait, did I not use that? Dang it. Alright, I'm going to waste another few seconds here. I didn't realize I had the desert one, so let's go see what that is real quick. I can't stand it. Look at that, there's a spider biome right there. Did not even realize I had the desert one on me. Unless I just got it, which I didn't go to the desert, so that can't be the case, right? Where is it? It's right there. I was standing right next to it. What an idiot. Okay. Oh, it's summon. It's another summon weapon. Very cool. Okay, so yeah, it's 52 summon. All right, now. Okay, that didn't take that long. So we got 4 of the, what, 6 that we could get opened? Very good. All right, so summon damage. That's actually a really good weapon. Now, I will say that you'll get a different weapon if you have the Crimson versus the Corruption. The Crimson gives you Vampire Knives, which is also pretty good, but it doesn't hit anywhere near as hard as that. But it does heal you. It used to be super broken powerful, but they've since patched all that, so it's not nearly as powerful as it once was. And then there's some barbecue ribs, very nice. Okay, so there it is. So these are the 4 things that we got. Boom, 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 and boom. Okay. Well, again, I do hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Have a great day.